මදබැඳි ගී සංගීත ප්‍රසංගයට පැමිණි ඔබ සියලු දෙනා මා ඉතා ආදරයෙන් ගෞරවයෙන් එක්සත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා සංගමයෙන් පිළිගන්නට කැමැතියි. අද මෙම සංගීත ප්‍රසංගයේ මූලික පරමාර්ථය අපේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ රණවිරුවන් වෙනුවෙන් මේ ලැබෙන සියලු මුදල් පරිත්‍යාග කිරීමයි අද එක්සත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා සංගමයේ බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ඔබට මතක ඇති මීට වසර 30ක ආසන්න කාලයක් ලංකාවේ ඒ පැවති ඒ භීෂණය ඒ ත්‍රස්තවාදය සමග අප සහෝදර සහෝදරයන්ට ඇති වූ ඒ කලබල තත්ත්වයෙන් මුදවාගෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාව සාමකාමී ඒකීය රටක් හැටියට ගෙනීමට අප ත්‍රිවිධ හමුදාව ගත්ත උත්සාහය අපිට වචනේ පරිසමාප්තියෙන් කියන්නම කරන්නට පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. එවන් වීරෝදාර සොල්දාදුවන් අප අතර අප වෙනුවෙන් අපේ ජීවිත පරිත්‍යාග කරමින් අප රට බේරාගත්තේ. ඉතින් අද මේ පැමිණ සිටින ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගේම දායකත්වය ඒ අය වෙනුවෙන් අප යොමු කිරීමටයි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් මුලින්ම මෙම සංදර්ශනය ආරම්භ කිරීමට පොඩ්ඩක් පමාවීම ගැන අප බලවත් කනගාටු ප්‍රකාශ කරමින් මම මුලින්ම කැමැති මෙම එක්සත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා සංගමයේ ගෞරව සභාපතිතුමාට ඔබ හමුවේ වචන කිහිපයක් කතා කිරීමට අවස්ථාව ලබා දීමට. චන්න රණසිංහ මහත්මයා කරුණාකර වේදිකාවට එන්න.
Thank you, Sandhunu. Everyone, welcome. On behalf of United Sri Lanka Association, I would like to warmly welcome all of you. During the past 4 years, USLA has been supporting the Ranaviru Fund in Sri Lanka, and so far we have sent nearly $30,000 as a contribution from United Sri Lanka Association. This year also we sent about 7,500, but during this fundraising event, we had the opportunity to have this Milton show in Wellington, but due to some technical issues, we could not fit this in our calendar. Even though we have sent this money, we thought it is a chance, but we are going to give it to our people in Wellington to witness this show and enjoy the music what we enjoyed in late 70s. I would like to thank the two musicians, Priyankara Pereira and Ranil Mallavarajji, for being with us today to have this present this show to our Wellingtonians. And I also would like to thank the other singers, supporting singers, backstage singers who have been practicing for the last few days, even till 1 o'clock in the night. Special thank goes to Anil De Silva and Amila Perra for organizing the band practice at Anil's place. Sometimes, like yesterday, they started at about 10 o'clock in the morning and finished at about 12 o'clock in the night. And also, we have here with us two members from the in the band who came all the way from Auckland. I wish to thank those two members for being and coming all the way from Auckland to Wellington. The people who gave us a hand to prepare the food, because we are not going to cover the full cost of this event today, so we thought that we are going to have the full food stall. So the people who gave us a hand to prepare the food, I wish to mention their name, wish to thank them as well. Also, my thank goes to the videographers and the photographers today who are voluntarily doing their work. One more person I need to mention, one of my committee members, Sashika De Silva. Sashika is the one behind this show, and he is the one who coordinated from the very beginning till the end. And lastly but not least, to all of you, thank you very much for being with us today. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. Thank you and enjoy the show. Thank you.
අද බැඳී මිල්ටන් ගී ප්‍රසංගයේ මූලික පරමාර්ථය අපි මුලින් කී පරිදි රණවිරුවන් සඳහායි අප මේ අද මෙම වැඩසටහන ගෙනෙන්නේ. ඔබට මතක ඇති මීට වසර 30කට ආසන්න කාලයක් අපි මේ රටේ අපේ දූ දරුවන් සමග සනීපෙන් සතුටෙන් සන්තෝෂෙන් ජීවත් වන වේලාවක අපේ ත්‍රිවිධ හමුදාව තමන්ගේ දූ දරුවන් දෙමාපිය සහෝදර සහෝදරියෝ ගෙදර තියලා වෙඩි උණ්ඩේ ඉදිරියේ තම ජීවිතේ පරිත්‍යාග කරමින් තමන්ගේ අතපය නැතිවෙමින් ඒ අයගේ මුළු කාලයම අප ලංකාවේ එක්සත් භාවයේ ඇති කරන්නට ගත් උත්සාහය අපට වචනයෙන් කියන්නම කරන්න පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. ඒ වගේම ඔබට මතක ඇති මෙම රණවිරුවන් එදා සටන් කරේ මේ සිංහල ජාතිය බේරා ගන්න පමණක් නොවේ. උතුරු කරේ LTT තර්ජනයෙන් පීඩිත වී සිටි ද්‍රවිඩ ජනතාවත් මුස්ලිම් සහ සිංහල ජනතාවත් බේරා ගැනීමයි ඔවුන්ගේ මූලික පරමාර්ථය වුණේ. එපමණක්ද නොවේ සොහිරය ඒ අයගේ මුළු ජීවිතේම අප වෙනුවෙන් ඒ කරපු පරිත්‍යාගයට අපට වචන වලින් කියන්නම කරන්නට පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ. ඉතින් මේ කාර්යයේ විශාල කරක් බරක් අතට අරගෙන ඉන්න රණසිංහ කළුපාන මහත්මයා ඔබට වචන කිහිපයක් ඒ ගැන තව වැඩි විස්තර කරන්නයි මා මේ ආරාධනා කරන්නේ. ඉතින් රණසිංහ මහත්මයා ඔබට මේ වේදිකාව.
Dear friends, thank you for coming for this event. By attending this event, you are doing two things. And one is you are going to listen to the sons of two of our legendary artists produced in Sri Lanka. That's one. But the second thing that happens is you're supporting what we call the brave hearts. The brave hearts are the ones what we call Ranaviru. There are 300 permanently disabled soldiers who were wounded in some form or other. And they were wounded because they fought to liberate Sri Lanka from the clutches of the ruthless organization that plagued our country for 30 years. I don't want to go into those past history at this point, but there will be some questions you will be asking. What do we have to keep on doing these things? You might say, right, okay, someone cannot walk, you give him a wheelchair or give them limbs, and they should be okay. But the problem is something maybe you may or may not know. Majority of our soldiers who fought and who were maimed and who were needing our help came from very rural areas. Supposing you give them a wheelchair and then say, okay, go home. If you think that if their house, the residence, is on a hilltop or even a small hill, those wheelchairs cannot do anything. Secondly, if the house is situated across a paddy field, how can you take those wheelchairs across? These are the technical difficulties we have. And also we have other problem is, who is going to look after them? Lot of places here, they have the parents, where they have the brothers and sisters, in-laws or whoever. But there are places where they go on their own to do their own things, their own livelihood, go for work. So this person may be just stuck in the house without any support, just roaming around. That's not a life to go on. So because of this, the government of Sri Lanka started building Ranaveru rehabilitation centers. The very first one was built at Attidiya, and it's called Mihinda Set Madura. That was the first one that the government did. And that housed 50 of the soldiers, 50 of those permanently disabled soldiers. And usually they use the able soldiers to look after them, maybe about 1 in 4. And they have all the facilities, like the medical facility, the occupational therapy, the computers, the televisions, everything is there for them. And the facilities are built to suit their needs. Each room, in another area where they have to be taken for a shower, it's been done in such a way, just like we have our standards over here in the nursing homes. Right? In addition to that, they have this, say, supposing this person is in the wheelchair, and the wash basin is at a lower level where the wheelchair can be taken inside, so that he's just on that same level. So like that, they have thought of everything. And also, they have, in this particular place, this one building, nice setup, beautiful setup. They have rooms where when the families come, they can go there into those rooms and these areas and spend the time. Another technical difficulty that came up was people in different areas, like, say, supposing someone from Mathura, right? Or from, say, Anuradhapura. How could they come all the way to Colombo every time they want to see their, the loved ones? So they started building more rehabilitation centers around the place, and they were called Abhimansalas. The first Abhimansala was built in Anuradhapura, second one was Kamprapitiya, and the third one is being built at Ibbagamuwa, edging onto Daduruhoya. I had the opportunity of visiting the Mihinda Set Madura at Attidiya about 2 years ago. And I can show you some slides in a minute. And then also I had the fortune of seeing how the building and the whole project is coming up at Ibbagamuwa, the Abhimansala 3. So, USLA, United Sri Lanka Association, as our president mentioned, is one organization. This small community in Wellington have contributed the most, almost to about $30,000. Auckland did not do it, Australia did not do it, England did not do it, but this little community did it. And thank you very much for your support. You are the contributors. Right. I'd like to give a little bit more detail of what is happening there in Sri Lanka with a bit of a slideshow. Oh, this is one of our ceremonies over here. Yeah. This is the entrance to Mihinda Set Madura at Attidiya. And these are some of the activities that is going on over there. And these are the inmates. And these are, again, in the Mihinda Set Madura. This is when I visited them, that was the 1st of January. This one is where we presented some money to Mihinda Set Madura, and that was the commanding officer there. And of course, a speech. This is a personal request made by one of my friends in the army. And these are the things that is happening. Those limbs, initially, all the limbs were made by this Walk Right and other organizations. But later, the army itself took it over, the responsibility, so that they could keep a track on and then keep on doing anything that's necessary. Right, this is my latest visit, the presenting $7,000 to the army commander. Close it. Right, that's the money changing hand. And then tell him, may ring me anytime. Now, this is Abhimansala 3 at Ibagamu. It's a different concept. Here we have villas. Each villa houses 4 inmates and 1 able soldier. I was taken around. They are showing me what they are doing, so I had plenty of questions for them. And this is disabled soldiers having a paper factory, they're running a small paper factory. They cannot keep up with the demand that's there. Oh, this is one of the weddings that they had at Attidia, one of the disabled soldiers getting married. So, as you see, there are a lot of things that's happening there, and we need to help them. So, I will keep on keeping behind you all the time, requesting help. Thank you very much.
Hada Radi Milton. 1960 දශකයේ සංගීත ශාස්ත්‍රයට පැමිණි මේ සුප්‍රසිද්ධ සංගීත වේදීන් දෙපළ මිල්ටන් මල්ලවාරච්චි සහ මිල්ටන් පෙරේරා යන මේ සංගීත වේදීන් දෙදෙනාගෙන් ගැයුණු ගී අප ජීවිත තුල සදා අමරණීයයි. මිහිරි කණ්ඩායමනි අප දශක 3ක් මුළුල්ලේ අපව රසවත් කරමින් මේ සංගීත වේදීන් දෙදෙනා අප අතරින් නික්ම ගියා. එහෙත් ඒ හා සමාන කටහඬක් ඇති ඒ දක්ෂ ප්‍රවීණ සංගීත වේදීන් දෙදෙනාගේ ආදරණීය වැඩිමහල් පුත් දෙදෙනා අද අප අතර වෙලින්ටන් නගරේ අප රසවත් කරන්නටයි මේ බලාපොරොත්තුව. තවත් වැඩි වේලා නොගෙන මා ආරාධනා කර සිටිනවා. වසර එකමාරකට පෙර වෙලින්ටන් නගරේ එක්සත් ශ්‍රී ලංකා සංගමේ සංස්කෘතික සංදර්ශනයෙන් අප හමුවට මුලින්ම පැමිණි රනිල් මල්ලවරච්චි මහත්මයාට රනිල් ඔබේ උණුසුම්වත් පොළ සහනින් පිළිගන්න අපේ ප්‍රවීණ ගායක රනිල් මල්ලවරච්චි.
සුදා ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරමු.
මතුමල ලෙස මුදු මගේ ප්‍රියාදර මිහිරාවිය වෙතටයි ඔබ සිහි කර කර ඔබට ලියන එක මට ඇති එක සතුටයි